Hi, my name is Frank Ally. I am a California divorce attorney, and welcome to Divorce Without Drama. Now, let's get started. In this episode, we're going to discuss different ways of navigating your divorce. There are many ways to do it, but the three most common ways of navigating your divorce are by doing litigation, by doing an uncontested divorce, or by doing mediation. We'll discuss all three in this video. The traditional method of doing a divorce is through litigation. In litigation, each party hires their own attorney, and each attorney then negotiates with one another with the idea of resolving and settling the divorce without going to court. Only if the parties are unable to negotiate the terms of the divorce, then they go to what's called a trial to finalize the process of the divorce. The advantage of litigation is each party has their own advocate advising them on the side to what their best interests are within the divorce. Both have professional advice and both are making informed consent without leaving things on the table. Some divorces aren't necessarily complicated and people don't want to fight about them. I refer to those as uncontested divorces. As a lawyer, I deal with uncontested divorces when people come to me and say that they wish to be represented, but the other party doesn't wish to be represented. It's an interesting place to be as a divorce attorney because my obligations are to the person who hires me. I have a duty and a loyalty to the individual who hires me to help them with their divorce, and I do not have an obligation to the party I do not hire. Now, does that mean that I'm out there to screw the person who doesn't have an attorney? And the answer is no. Because if I'm doing an uncontested divorce, I'm going to rely on the fact that my client and the other person have come to a general agreement, and my job is to process the paperwork, advise my client behind the scenes, and put into place a resolution of the divorce that resolves all the issues that need to be resolved in a mutual, fair, and equitable way. The difference between a mediation, which I'll talk about in a second, and the uncontested divorce is my obligation is to advise my client, not the person who's not represented, and always tell the unrepresented person, you should go get advice on the outside because I do not represent you. But the idea in the uncontested divorce is the parties are working together to resolve the issues together. There's just one attorney involved, though that attorney is on one side and not the other side. The third way of doing this is called mediation. Mediation is where I, as the attorney, do not represent either party. I'm a neutral person in the middle. I do not give specific legal advice to either person, and I don't present facts on behalf of either person. The people themselves, the parties to the action, will negotiate them myself. My job as a mediator is to do a number of things. One is to allow my staff to do the paperwork and procedural aspects at a lower cost than them doing it themselves or hiring outside services. Secondly, is to make sure that the parties have identified all issues properly. And third, that the parties have been able to work together to resolve those issues. Sometimes that involves me presenting creative solutions, but never do I advocate for one party or the other. At the end of the process, we draft up a settlement agreement, we incorporate it into a judgment of dissolution or legal separation, and we move on. Those are the three basic ways to do this. I hope you found this episode about different ways of navigating your divorce helpful. If you found it helpful, please subscribe to our channel, share this episode with other people, or comment on it. Let me know what you liked or didn't like, or if you have any specific questions, or if you have any ideas for future episodes. My name is Frank Ally, and I'm your ally in California family divorce law. Thank you for watching.